In the early 14th century, as the frontier principality founded by Osman Ghazi continued to expand, attention increasingly turned to the question of leadership and succession. Osman, aware that the survival of his growing state depended on stability and continuity, took deliberate steps to prepare his son Orhan to inherit both authority and responsibility. This transition would prove decisive in shaping the future of what would later become a vast and enduring empire. Osman Ghazi's final years were marked not only by military campaigns, but also by careful state building. Having transformed a small tribal domain into a rising regional power, he understood that lasting success required more than battlefield victories. Institutions, traditions, and a clear chain of command were essential. By gradually entrusting Orhan with administrative and military duties, Osman ensured that his son gained practical experience in governance and leadership. Orhan emerged as a capable and disciplined figure, respected by warriors and administrators alike. Under his father's guidance, he participated in campaigns and negotiations, learning the complexities of frontier politics. This apprenticeship allowed Orhan to build relationships with key commanders and tribal leaders. By the time succession approached, he was already recognized as a central figure within the Ottoman community. The principles that Osman instilled in his leadership circle emphasized justice, discipline, and unity. He promoted fair treatment of local populations, encouraging cooperation between diverse ethnic and religious groups. This approach reduced resistance in newly incorporated territories and fostered loyalty among settlers. Osman's insistence on discipline within the ranks ensured that military success did not descend into disorder, preserving the legitimacy of his rule. As Osman's health declined, preparations for succession became more visible. Rather than leaving the transition to uncertainty, he reinforced Orhan's authority through public recognition and the support of senior advisors. This careful planning minimized the risk of internal conflict, a common challenge for emerging states. The orderly transfer of power demonstrated the maturity of Ottoman political structures even in their early stages. When Orhan assumed leadership after Osman's death, he inherited not only territory, but also a clear mission. The foundations laid by his father provided a stable platform for continued expansion. Orhan moved quickly to consolidate control over strategic towns and trade routes, strengthening the economic base of the state. His campaigns reflected a continuation of Osman's vision, combining military initiative with administrative organization. One of Orhan's early priorities was the development of permanent institutions. He expanded systems of governance that balanced central oversight with local autonomy. Appointed officials managed settlements, collected revenues, and maintained order. These measures transformed the frontier principality into a more structured political entity capable of sustained growth. Justice remained a defining feature of the new administration. Courts and local authorities were encouraged to resolve disputes fairly, reinforcing public confidence in Ottoman rule. This emphasis on equitable governance attracted additional settlers, merchants, and craftsmen. Economic activity flourished as markets expanded and infrastructure improved, linking newly acquired territories into a coherent network. Military reform also played a significant role in Orhan's leadership. Building upon the warrior traditions established by Osman, he supported the organization of more disciplined fighting forces. Training, coordination, and strategic planning enhanced the effectiveness of Ottoman campaigns. These improvements enabled the state to project power more consistently and defend its expanding borders. The succession from Osman to Orhan represented more than a simple transfer of authority. It symbolized the continuity of an emerging imperial identity. The shared commitment to justice, discipline, and expansion created a sense of purpose that united diverse communities. Leaders and followers alike viewed themselves as participants in a long-term project that extended beyond individual lifetimes. Osman's legacy endured through the institutions and values he established. His ability to inspire loyalty and cooperation laid the groundwork for future achievements. By preparing Orhan to lead with confidence and competence, he ensured that the momentum of early successes would not be lost. The stability of the transition reinforced the credibility of Ottoman rule in the eyes of allies and rivals. Under Orhan's direction, The state continued to evolve from a frontier principality into a recognized regional power. Expansion was accompanied by consolidation, as administrative systems matured and social structures adapted to new realities. The combination of inherited vision and innovative leadership allowed the Ottomans to navigate the challenges of rapid growth. This period of succession highlights the importance of foresight in state formation. Osman Ghazi's recognition that leadership must extend beyond personal authority shaped his final decisions. By investing in the preparation of his successor, he transformed a moment of potential vulnerability into an opportunity for renewal. Orhan's successful accession confirmed the strength of the foundations laid during his father's rule. The early Ottoman experience demonstrates how continuity and adaptation can work together to sustain expansion. A clear succession plan preserved unity, while evolving institutions supported long-term stability. These elements would continue to influence the empire's development for generations. The legacy of Osman Ghazi, carried forward by Orhan, marked the beginning of a political tradition that valued organized governance as much as military achievement. Their combined efforts established patterns of leadership that encouraged resilience and ambition. From these beginnings emerged a state capable of shaping regional history on a grand scale. In retrospect, the transition from Osman to Orhan stands as a defining chapter in the rise of Ottoman power. It illustrates how careful preparation, shared values, and effective leadership can secure the future of an expanding state. Through this succession, the early Ottomans demonstrated that the strength of an empire lies not only in conquest, but in the enduring systems that guide its growth.